Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is Unseen Help. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while ago, and the world has completely changed since then. If I encounter anything that is out of date, I will give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on all that's going on in the world today. I also have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Unseen Help. I have house guests this week. They don't eat anything and are very quiet, but they're having quite an impact. They are making things happen. Their names are Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Metatron. No, they aren't the new version of the Ninja Turtles, nor are they another boy band. They're archangels. Michael protects and defends, brings strength and courage, and helps during a crisis, and brings comfort and warmth. I'm familiar with his energy as he's the guardian angel of light bringers. Raphael brings compassion, joy, and laughter. Gabriel clears confusions, solves problems, and gives guidance for the future. Uriel brings wisdom, transformation, and tranquility. Metatron teaches people to use their spiritual power for good. I wasn't as familiar with these guys, so I got those definitions off the internet. I'm participating in the hosting of Archangels that started in New York. They stay with me for 5 days, help raise and realign the energy, fulfill 3 wishes, and then go out to 3 other homes, which is all very fun. I'm curious to see how these wishes get fulfilled. It's nice having them as we're looking at moving, which can be challenging. I put out the request that the next couple months be serene and stress-free, and the opportunity to host these folks arose. However, we have unseen helpers around us all the time. They're easy to access. They come when called. You don't have to have an altar or a ritual unless it helps you to make their existence real. You can call them by saints' names. You can call them devas. You can call them by their qualities. The important thing to know is that you are never alone. They are always available. They're usually subtle, but sometimes not. They're as easy to talk to as if they were on a cell phone. You may not hear them audibly, but sometimes get thoughts in your head or notice unusual things. A simple way to validate communication is to sit quietly with paper and pen, write a question, and jot down what you think they're saying to you. When you read it over, you know you couldn't possibly have made it up. What are they? Are they real? Are they ascended beings? Are they created by our collective force focus? The answer is yes. This week, if you'd like to, call on the unseen to help you with something. You can do it spontaneously. You can make it a daily focus. Do whatever you feel like doing and see what happens. And if you do this week, call on the unseen. Let me know what happens in the comments below. I love to read your comments. I think this is a great idea. There's some aspects to this that are out of date. We've been using saints and devas for thousands of years, really. And in my awareness after a consciousness shift, I don't see them as solid and real, but more like the qualities that they embody. But I am noticing myself at the moment, I'm going through something with a family member that I realized having an unseen helper would be a wonderful addition because I certainly can't solve this on my own. And they're not solving it on their own. And so needing something outside of both of us would be a wonderful support. So it's kind of fun how those things arise to remind you of this. And the other thing I'm aware of is as I went through my consciousness shift to myself as greater consciousness, I tend to not pay attention to the smaller particles of creation and don't really think about using devas or angels or things like that to help support with what's going on now. But even in saying that, I realize it's similar to like acting as if you're the only person in your hologram and that everybody else doesn't exist. Whereas the fun reason for being in this hologram and being in this life is interacting with people that are different than you. And that's what makes it so fun and brings up all sorts of different creative possibilities. I remember back in the day when I did actually start working specifically with devas to help me with my multiple streams of income, that my wedding business accelerated dramatically after I did that. And for example, I was so highly sensitive when I started doing weddings that I could really only do 1 or 2 a month because I would feel all the guests in my space like a week beforehand. And after I started working with a Deva of weddings, I did something like 5 or 6 weddings in 1 month, including being flown down to California to do one as well, which took up an entire weekend. So it was pretty remarkable how I suddenly was able able to encompass more or handle more weddings. And the people didn't get in my space in the way that they used to. So it's a really fun thing to do, especially if you're in the process of accelerating yourself as consciousness or going through an acceleration as consciousness and finding it challenging navigating the way forward, to realize that you have all sorts of help all over the place to help move you forward on your path. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends and on your social media. And you can click the thumbs up or the heart and subscribe or follow. And that way you're telling the algorithm to get this out to more people and in front of someone who really needs to see this information. And if you'd like a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It'll give you a drone's eye perspective of life, viewing it as consciousness, and give you deeper insight to what's going on. And if you'd like to learn some manifestation techniques, click on the link below to my self-study course, Manifesting Money and Miracles. It'll give you tools and techniques to increase synchronicity and abundance in your life. And if you'd like to have a personal session with me, click on the link below to private sessions. I take a look at you as consciousness and what's going on in your life today, and then I can answer any questions you might have, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, that is, navigate your life as consciousness with the help of some of my consciousness techniques, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation for my coaching special, where I work with you one-on-one and give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. You can find out more at my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.